didn't make you wait the last couple of minutes. And Todd's about to run away. Well, no, he's about to ride away. He's going to go join some buddies and get on his bike. If you're new, I am Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. And tonight we're going to be playing with some fun products from Artesprix Inc. And part of the reason for this is my good buddy Mary. She won from me. I did a giveaway or did a contest, something. I don't remember exactly what it was or how long ago it was, but I think it was close to Christmas, maybe something like that. I sent her off to Canada. Some welcome. Okay, do I need to reset the first word so that you guys get a new big welcome? Do I need to do that? I'm happy that it looks like it's working. So that's the good thing. Because on Saturday, yeah, it wasn't. I just hit the restart one, so it should pop up for everybody. So I'm hoping my energy level is up. Anyway, she had gotten some of the Artesprix stuff. I sent her an ink pad and I think a couple of blanks and a set of the markers. And Sully's in the house. YouTube, don't know exactly. Let me shut that one off. We'll see if that fixes it. Probably is not. Oh, thank you so much, Ryan. You rock, hon.
Guy 8 just subscribed for 2 months.
Thank you. You rock, honey. I do need to play with you and... Okay, we are back. Okay, I do need to play some Fortnite with you and Mary. It's been a bit and I have not had the energy to do it. I have some hearts popping up. Okay. Yeah, I miss you guys. I miss Jax too. I haven't seen her in except for where she posts, I haven't seen her in forever. Okay, so Susan says she's frozen, so I think it's where she said it before. Yeah, okay, so anyway. So I think... Let me know. We are the best kind of derp. Or the bandwidth to play with people. Yeah, my brain just was not functioning well enough to do that. Okay, so the Depster, by the way, is my alter ego. Okay, so that is where I've got a second, the second account on Twitch. So that it can be the one that talks to you instead of it being me. So anyway, you almost peed yourself yesterday. Oh my God. So Ryan apparently almost peed himself yesterday. So country guy, that is Ryan. That's my buddy Ryan. Anyhow, yeah. This is probably the most fun part of the entire show, right? So I do need to, we're going to need to bring on Miss Mary, and she's already kind of got an idea of what she wants to do. I have lots of thumbs up. Yes, be sure to give me thumbs up on the video. What that does is it lets YouTube know that you guys enjoy it, and it gets my content in front of more people so that we can try to capture. We want to trap some more people, right? Anyway, we want more folks to come in and hang out with us because you guys are so fun, and how could they not love you, right? Anywho, looking to see what do I need to do. Okay, and I'm looking at, because I know Mary can probably hear me. I'm watching her video right now on StreamYard, and it is really jerky, so I think that she might have an internet problem as well. Somebody farted on me. What was that? But we're still going to give it a shot and see how things go. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to introduce Ms. Mary from Mary's Crafty Creations and let her kind of tell you. Looks like you're moving smoother now, hon. Okay, so then we can kind of let her tell you what it is that she's got planned. I need to make sure that I don't have that echo that happens sometimes. So I am joining the stage over there and I'm going to bring it on over here. Because I changed my buttons so that hopefully everything will work the way I want it to. Is that it? There we go. And Okay,
so you probably had an and that was echoing, so now it's hopefully not echoing.
So Mary,
why
why
don't you say something? Let's see if we can hear you.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Of course, I had something muted on my end, so I didn't hear. Okay, are you?
Say something
again, Mary. It was me.
Hello, everybody.
Yay!
How are you?
Can everybody hear?
And is there an echo?
Because if there's not
an echo, we're doing good, right?
Okay,
Susan said major echo.
So there was one. Is it still there?
I don't hear it.
There we go. There we go. Now is it better? Okay, it only echoed when I talked, which I understood what that one is. So hopefully this is working better now. So is it still echoing? It's just me. Okay, I'm going to have to go in here and listen.
Ryan said it.
Okay, Ryan says good. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I went into YouTube to listen to see how it was doing, and it was better. Yeah. So it's one of those things that I have to manually go in and fix every time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to step away, and I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab my most recent bin and see if I can find some stamps I want to use. And Mary can show you what her plan is, because she's already told me, and I think it's going to be wonderful. So let me bring you. I'm going to also try using my button on my Stream Deck, because this should work. It should work. I tested it earlier and it worked, and I should be able to. I think it's going to switch me to just me, though. So let's see if that happens. Yep, it switched it to me. So I'm going to just do that. There we go. Now we have Mary. Yeah.
Okay, so I am going. This is one of the blanks Debbie got me. So it's the thing to go in your cup holder in your car. So we all know my brand is the pretty pastel unicorn. So here it is. And then I have a tote bag and my Cricut bag that holds my heat press. I'm going to put my logo on it. I tested my markers. That's why that piece is missing. And it doesn't matter when you use these markers. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think that's going to be fun. And yeah, I'm excited. I've got my markers all set. I have my blanks all set. I have my butcher paper. My Cricut bag. My little tote bag. So this will be my crafty thing. My heat press is plugged in. It's not turned on. Although maybe I should warm it up. And oh, I have my heat gloves just in case. Safety first, everybody.
Fabulous.
And I think that's it.
Okay, so we just got a notification that Frosty Tools is saying that there is an ad break over on Twitch, which we knew was going to happen. I love that I'm able to push the button as long as I've got my StreamYard. As long as I clicked on that window, I can push a button and it'll go from solo to duo. So yay. So some of the things are actually working, which is nice. That's always nice when things work. I have to read off Frosty Tools, though. So if you want to go ahead and switch your camera so we can see what you're going to be doing, and I'm going to do the same thing.
I'm going to turn it off for a minute because I have to flip the camera.
Fabulous. I even have a button where I can
use my two cameras. So
understood. I actually have a button now where I can switch my cameras.
Yeah.
So as long as it works. So let's see if it works. Yay! It worked. Okay. So hello and welcome on in, Shay. How are you doing, honey? Miss you. Okay. And Mary is back. So I went ahead and grabbed out a few different things. I've got, this is fun. I don't know if I'm going to use it. This is fun. Don't know if I'm going to use. I don't know what I'm going to use. Oh, I also need to grab some copy paper because you know what? You don't have to use cardstock for this. You can use regular copy paper. If you're doing sublimation with a printer, you do need to use special sublimation paper. But when you're using the markers and stuff, nope, you don't need that. All you need is just some regular paper and your inks and such. So I think this is a package. I don't even remember where I got it. It was probably off of Amazon. It's got a bunch of little bookmarks in there. And I think these guys from Catherine Pooler, these keys and keyholes are probably about the right size. So I think that would work. And I'm going to say this is probably it's got to be a cheaper thing. So I don't know that there's, I'm going to mess around with this a little bit because I'm not worried about if I mess it up or not. It might have a film on it. I think what it has on here is just the film having to do with, I'm going to make my camera a little bit darker, but I think it's just the film having to do with it's probably not the protection. It's probably the film that's supposed to go on there for the sublimation to stick to. So, okay. Let's see if I can clean that off with some alcohol first. I want to make sure I've got that part clean before I go forward and do the rest of it. Yeah, Mary went ahead and got all of her stuff basically done. So you printed that out, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so what she did on there, because you need to tell them, I need to shut up.
Okay. So, what happens is the toner is not going to show up on the design. It's not going to have any effect at all. And I am going to try and color this as close to my logo colors as possible. And just this ink will show up on it. So the heat press is going to activate it. And the reason why I have the butcher paper is to put it over the design when I'm pressing it to protect my heat plate. And then I'm going to put it in between my bag as well so that it doesn't go through and go through to the other side. So
Perfect.
that's what the butcher paper's for.
Yeah, and if you follow if you look at the instructions on the Artesprix website and on all of the blogs, every single blog that we do over there has all of the instructions as to how to do it and what they recommend. So I call mine a taco now because somebody said that. Hey, Miss Kelly, welcome, welcome. I'm so sorry you didn't get notification. That's what I didn't do. I was going to send an email. Okay, I'm going to bring you up and let you do your thing for a little bit while I write up an email saying I'm live, because that's something I started doing last week. And that's another way that I can notify everybody. So if you're not already on my email list, it's at, probably the easiest way to go to is either debbiejscraftingcorner.com or edu.debbiejscraftingcorner.com. Both of those have got where you can sign up to be on my newsletter, which means I let you know when there's new classes, new summits, any of the new stuff. And I'm starting to send out a notification when I've got a new video or I've got a new live stream. So I will be back in just a minute. So let's go ahead and bring Miss Mary up so you can watch her do her coloring.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to make this pretty using the different colored inks. Now they do look very muted right now, but they will. I apologize for the dog that wants to play every time I am live. It looks really muted now, but once it gets onto whatever it is you're putting it onto, it will be very vibrant. I promise that. And my toner's getting low, but this doesn't matter. Like I said in the beginning, this is not going to affect it because it's toner. It's not the sublimation ink that will I'm trying to just do little bits of different color. These are like jewels, but they're not gonna kind of show like that. But It's okay. And so, yeah, I'm just coloring it in so that we'll hopefully get something very pretty once I'm done with it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what my my logo looks like. That's going to be exciting.
It's okay, pressure makes diamonds. And I love pressure.
So that'll sit on there perfectly. And then I'll heat press that. So this, oh, and the reason why we use the butcher paper is because when this heats, it releases gases in the ink, which will stain everything. And we don't want that to happen, which is why we do this. So I'm just going to maybe add a couple more diamonds on here. Not that you can tell. But yeah, she'll be pretty. I made a bigger one. I just want to see if I should. No, I don't want to make a face. What I was seeing is if I want to make a face. So if I were to use this, I would cut that off because that would transfer. So we don't want that. So this little guy's ready, I think. I just want to add. Gotta have purple in here. It's not a Mary project if there's no purple.
Okay, so there was a duck.
Oh, where?
Somebody quacked. It was a quack.
Oh, because I don't have the sounds on.
Well, if you have the sounds on, you need to have headphones or something.
Yeah. No,
Chip,
I don't want to.
I will be over there in a second to see what's going on in the chat. I'm sending out emails and stuff. Yeah, and it just takes a while to get in there and do the things. So yeah, this is not the Mary show.
Although,
well, it kind of is.
So now the image has to be mirrored because when we flip it over to, it'll be showing the right way. But if we did it the right way here, then it would be backwards when we print it. So we're going to see how well I can write backwards. This is probably the only time you'll find me quiet because I'm concentrating.
Yeah, it does take a little bit of time to get used to talking while you're crafting. So yeah, that's one reason why I had trouble this past week trying to get anything done. I just could not focus enough to be able to do that.
Well, this writing backwards stuff is...
I know, it is difficult.
And I don't want it to look pucky.
Okay,
my
so now I finally got that done.
Requires.
Yep, OCD is a thing.
I think it's going to turn out pretty, though.
Okay, so if my internet starts messing up, it's because I'm emailing at the same time that we're live. And it's one of those things where, because I didn't want to spend extra, I'm doing everything on my own website. And sometimes that means that things don't work quite the way I want them to. Anyhow.
Yeah, I have to start building my new website. I'm switching hosts and everything.
Where are you going to?
I'm gonna go to a WordPress website hosted on INS.
Okay, I don't know INS. I was with Bluehost for a long time, and I always had issues. So now I'm on Hostinger as of last August, which means I'm spending more money, and I don't really want to do that. But anyway. Yes.
Well,
you can definitely use Tangia, Shay. Absolutely. Let me give you I'll put the thing up there for you. So you can use the QR code if you want to, or just go to my website there, and it should still, that actually is the Tangia link. Yeah. Your points should be working, meaning you should be able to do the It's Sunny in California thing. You should be able to do the Polaroid picture thing, which I'm not looking at the camera. I mean, I'm kind of looking down, so you probably take a picture of the top of my head. But that's kind of what, all the things should be working. If they're not working, let me know. And over on Twitch, if you're on Twitch, there should be an overlay if you're looking over in front of Mary, like over on the bar over there on the edge, should be the overlay for that. There's a button on Twitch. Okay. So I think with this stamp set, because all the stamps are orange, I think I used some of the Catherine Pooler red or orange inks. And I think it would be kind of cool. Kind of just wanting one keyhole on each of them, but I could do a couple of keys on each. Okay. Kind of got some ideas. One thing I do, this is just me and my preference, because I use stamps on them so much, I'm using my Misty. But my paper, of course, is too big to do that, right? So I'm going to have to figure out, where did I put my scissors?
I took them.
I just moved things around so much. Right now it's a really, really cleared area. Everything is really wide. So I've got lots of space, which is good. That's what I want, to hopefully not get overwhelmed and claustrophobic with stuff. I'm wondering, does this have the instructions as to heat? Probably not. Oh, it does. That's awesome. A lot of times when you get blanks that are made for sublimation, it will have on the instructions somewhere as to what the temperature and heat are, and you kind of need those things. It's really, really important. I don't know if I want my face over there. I don't have
that for the...
No, I had to look it up online because that one I didn't have it. Okay. There's my face. I don't want my face there. What happened? It means that some of my buttons are not quite right yet. That just means I didn't play with it long because I had too much to do. That's not what I want. I want that one. Somebody else is in the house. Hey, Shipwreck. How you doing? Yay.
Shipwreck.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to put my picture-in-picture on there because it tries to just mirror the one that I've got on there. So that just means that's something else I need. That's appropriate. It's a unicorn fart on top of you. Somebody unicorn farted on Mary.
Oh, Debbie, Ryan found me a unicorn pickaxe.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I have a unicorn pickaxe.
Yay. Okay, so the temperature on this one is between 180 and 190. This says leather. This is not leather. It also doesn't say how long. Hey, Miss Elizabeth. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my Cricut Easy Press because it shouldn't take too long to color these little bookmark things. And if I happen to go over, if I happen to heat it too short of a time, then I can always, as long as I do a good sneak peek. That's the reason they're orange. I stamped out all of them on the back and they're all orange. So Frosty Tools is again over on Twitch. So if you're watching from over there, Twitch did do something for a while, and I don't know if it's still there because I haven't been watching Twitch either, where they where I'm able to hear what's going on even if the ad's running. It's kind of weird. I don't really understand what they're doing, but I think I do want that centered after all.
Okay, I might have to go.
That's fine. You can take care of puppies. You're also ahead of me then. So, yeah.
Well, she thinks it's playtime now and nobody's playing with her. So, like,
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
what her
So,
deal
yeah,
is.
yesterday I reorganized all my Artesprix stuff. So, hopefully it'll be cleaned up and easier to find things. And that one's black ink pad. I don't know if that one's a good ink pad or not. Why is that out? That's not the one I used yesterday. I will try it. If it doesn't work, we'll get a different one. I've also got the re-inkers, but I don't really use them that much. That's purple. Okay, here's the black one. So I'm going to try this one. This is the old packaging, which means it's my oldest one. But I thought I had already gotten rid of that one, but it's still in there. So I can give it a try. Do what?
I'm
No, I'm not
asking
gonna
her if she wants to get sprayed with water. Oh, her brother's in there with her antagonizing. Oh, he's trying to get her in trouble.
That could do it. Okay, I've already got ink on my fingers, so it means I have to be very, very careful not to touch anywhere on here because I would very easily transfer it. Ask me how I know. I have definitely done that multiple times. That actually turned out pretty good. He's got a goat now. Somebody's playing with the stream stickers, I think. I think that's from Stream Stickers. Okay.
The goat.
You got a goat. Yep.
That makes me think of Thicken.
I know. So for you guys that don't know, one of our Fortnite buddies that would play all the time, never really talked at all. I don't think I've ever heard Thicken's voice. Passed away not long ago from a blood clot in his leg, her leg. That's the thing. I don't think I've ever heard them talk, so I don't know if Thicken was a girl or if Thicken was a boy. I have no idea. But yeah, the
Thicken
blood
was a
clot
they,
went.
them, but he was.
Yeah,
I
kept
if you
saying
had to
he,
go
but I don't know.
gender, He was a he, but he went they, them.
Right. So anyway, they passed away from a blood clot that went to their heart. Okay, so here's another one. I got the little
surgery,
keychain.
like a routine surgery.
What? It was from a surgery?
It was after a routine surgery.
Oh wow. I didn't know enough of the details. I didn't hear anything, but wow, I didn't know that. My father-in-law, when he was in Germany, he wound up with deep vein thrombosis, whatever it is, where he had a blood clot that went up into his lungs.
Yeah.
But they caught it in time, and they had to stay in. Hey, Link, how you doing, hun? They had to stay in Germany at the hospitals there for a while. I mean, they were actually on their way to the airport coming home.
Link, I heard he had surgery, and then he was recovering, and that's when he got the blood clot. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, but I swear somebody told me that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't want to pass around wrong information.
Okay, so I've got my stamping almost done. So I've got for 2 of them, so I can make 2 keychains or 2 bookmarks. These are wooden bookmarks.
They're coated bookmarks, Debbie?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's like it actually looks kind of like MDF.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a coating on it, and it looks like there's a coating on both sides. And like I said, I don't know where I got them from, but I would say if you're able to find cheap blanks that you can practice on and save the good ones for the good projects you want to do, go for it. And like I said, I have made my own blanks before, just wood with wood run through a laminator with a laminating sheet. And because it had that plastic sheet on there, that's what it stuck to. That's what the sublimation went into.
Deep vein thrombosis. That's why they say get up and walk around on the plane. And that's why I always get an aisle seat. And plus, I like to put my legs out in the aisle because even though
you're
I'm
not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to put your legs out in the aisle.
Too bad. I need to be comfortable. Okay.
What I'd like to do if I can get the seat is get the basically the ones that are the escape
emergency exit.
Yeah, I like those because those give you that gives you extra room.
I still want the aisle seat though.
Okay, so what colors do I want to do? Because I was also thinking about taking out some of the paints because I really haven't played with the paints. And
yeah,
I have
that
them.
looks cool.
So I did have everything in my bin on the end, which is good for storage, but not good for holding your markers horizontally. So now I got to dig down to the bottom of the bin to get my paints out.
I have this for right now, but I just keep them in their little thing with my papers. And as everybody can see, these colors
they're very dark. They look dark. I mean, okay, this bottle of paint right here looks purple. This is black. So when you do the transfer, it definitely turns out black instead of purple. None of the colors look like what they're. Yep. I don't want that one. That's not. This one's an open one. This one's an open one. And yeah, I marked on the end of each of my paints. This is my oldest set. So those are the ones I'm going to play with first because I don't do enough of it. Now I need a paint palette of some sort.
Oh, I've got lots of paint palettes.
I got them. I just don't use them. That's another thing that I wound up filling up a bin with. I've got so much paint. I've got lots of acrylic paint and I completely forgot that I had. So I'm going to do a lot of reorganizing.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
And I got a paint puck. So this guy is really cool. This little thing. So I've got him in the bottom of a jar so I can clean my paint brushes. So I'm going to be doing more painting than I did before. So that's going to be fun.
A bunch of my crafts.
I really need to put my apron on.
After watching that organization thing, I got some more ideas. A bunch of my craft supplies are actually on my couch. And that's why I'm moving it because I found a way that will give me more room and I'll be more comfortable, I think. So I'm going to try it.
Okay, so I'm putting on my nice, clean, new apron that I picked up at Creativation so I don't get sublimation ink on or paint on my shirt and have it never come out. Because once it got heat set, it may rinse out beforehand, but I don't want to take that chance. Apparently I didn't seal this completely. I'm trying not to get it on my hands because when I get it on my hands, it's going to get on my blank and I know it.
I know, I'm trying to make sure I don't,
There we go.
oh yeah, and Ryan and I have lemurs.
You've got lemurs in Fortnite?
Yeah, on our backs. It's really cool. Ryan had named his, but then he didn't like it. So.
But you got something dancing on you.
Yeah.
They made something dance on you.
You did that, Ryan?
I don't know.
Yes,
It may have been.
Thank you, Ryan.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. So what did I do? I had Tangia pulled up. I had the thing and now I don't know where that one is. There we go. Because of course now I got to see who it was that did it. Just cuz.
Well, yeah, you guys can see my hand, so you can tell if it was me.
Yeah, it was not you. Okay, so I'm mixing up some white and blue. The white is not actually white. These are all translucent colors, so you can't really paint white. So this is actually just a lightening medium. So I'm going to try this and see how it does. To me, it looks lightish, but you know what? I've done this before and it turned out it wasn't as light as I thought. And that's just because you cannot tell when you're doing the painting. You can't tell what it's actually going to look like. Because the colors just, they don't match. That's probably the hardest part with this. That and figuring out what to do on there. Because I'm good at figuring out what I want to do on a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch note card. but give me a different size project, it's a little bit more difficult. You got to kind of think outside the box. Somebody burped at me.
Ryan's just having a grand old time over there.
Yep, yeah, that he is.
And that's okay. Okay, now let's trace my little friend out.
Thank you, Maureen. Maureen says thumbs up, everybody. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Maureen.
Okay, so these are my new brushes that I just got that they said that you don't need anything else other than these. But I've got tons of brushes too. So that's something else I'm going to go through and decide, okay, what am I going to keep? What am I going to use? And I need to get rid of anything that I'm not going to use. And since these are translucent colors, I'm trying not to go over the lines. That is somewhat difficult. I think I'm like, this one I'm using the bigger brush just so I can get the color down faster because I'm getting impatient. You'd be surprised though. I was actually very patient the last couple of nights while we were watching Spiderwick, the new TV. There's a TV series out for Spiderwick, a new one. So we watched that over the last couple of days and I got out one of my old coloring books, my adult coloring books that I probably had. I think I got it like at Target or Walmart or something at least a year and a half ago. And I used those new markers that I told you were going to be really cool. The new Sharpie art markers.
Yeah,
it's like
nice.
paint. They are opaque. I mean, they are just so nice. And I love how that looked. I've tried doing practicing with watercolor before. I'm sorry, watercolor pencils and just colored pencils in those books before, and I just struggled. But it's like, first off, you're not going to be able to blend them. They're not made for blending. It's all opaque, solid color. But they went down so easy. And I've already splattered a little bit on this part that I'm not going to use. So I am going to be covering that up with some tape just to be on the safe side. So hopefully this is going to look cool. And it looks like I might need a little bit more paint.
They work nice.
Yeah, those markers work fabulous.
No, the paints.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's working really good. I mean, I've used them, I think, like twice. Because I don't like making a mess, and yeah, it's that part of me that doesn't want to make a mess. But like I said, I am going to be doing more of this stuff because, yeah, I want to. I just have to make sure I keep my apron over here so I can not get stuff on my clothes.
I love Debbie's laugh and Mary's unicorn is awesome. Doobie doobie doo.
What?
You're Ryan. He did one of the text to speech ones, but it was singing. It was singing. So if you want to turn yours so you can hear it, I'll replay it. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Love you, Ryan.
I love Debbie's laugh and Mary's unicorn is awesome. Doobie doobie doo.
I'm assuming you heard it.
That's awesome. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, you muted yourself while you were listening to it. I see what you did there.
Okay. And another thing I forgot is you need to have your handy dandy.
Yeah, you need to make sure that there's no dust or anything on your blank. So what I used is I just used some alcohol and paper towel, and that worked for mine because mine is a slick surface. But you're doing mostly like a fabric thing, so I think that little dust roller thing would work better on yours.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't want to rub mine with
No.
alcohol.
Yeah. And Mary she said that she's using parchment paper. I'm going to be using the Artesprix protective paper. It is more expensive, but it's also what the pros use. It works really, really nicely. It's basically a siliconized paper.
It's
So
actually butcher paper. Do not use parchment paper.
Yeah, don't use parchment
worry.
paper. No. You need to use either butcher paper or you need to use the siliconized paper from Artesprix. I recommend the paper from Artesprix. It's just going to protect everything better. But butcher paper is what a lot of folks use on regular sublimation anyway. So I've seen that on a lot of videos and such too. And I've seen like Corey, I can't remember her name right now, but some of the other folks that do a lot of teaching and everything on sublimation using lots of different things. But they've done, I think in one of their summits is where they use kind of both. It just depends. I mean, it's best if you use what you've got, but if you're going to get some, I recommend getting the paper, the protective paper from Artesprix, just because it's going to work better for you. You shouldn't have a lot of blowout or anything with the others. I mean, like you might with the other. Anywho. You can tell I was trying to paint and talk at the same time, and that's a little difficult. Especially because I'm trying to get right around, trying not to go over the lines of my little keys.
So this is my heat press mat
Okay.
so that I can protect my surface.
Absolutely.
And
Don't want to
this,
burn anything.
I'm going to try it on my Cricut bag first because it's not like I take this out in public. I have some tag along World's Best Craft tape.
Oh, you mean like my bag that I take to go get the mail?
Yeah.
I've got two bags. I've got two that I've got here that I did with them. One of them I did some I used some Erin Reed, one of her SVG files, and cut out all these things. Like, I love crafting. And I colored up that was one of the last things I did with paint, is where I painted it and then I had my scan and cut out all the SVG things. So that worked out good. Oh, I forgot. I need to get inside that. Now that I clean my brush, I need to get inside the key. There, we've got that little hole here. I probably need to use a different brush.
I thought this had a cutting blade on it. How rude.
What did you think had a cutting blade?
My butcher paper.
So you're gonna have to use scissors or rip it good.
See, this is why we all get along when we play Fortnite, because we all do stuff like that.
Like what?
Like we sing.
Corey George, that is right. Thank you, Ruth. That was absolutely right.
When
Yeah, we do. Yeah, me and Ronan definitely. But yeah, you guys started doing that too.
I always do that, even just sitting at home. So see, I've got my parchment paper. My bag. My unicorn. Oh, nope. Oh my God. This is where you get your workout. I'm just going to press this a little bit.
I would have I gotta get this off of here.
Whew. Yeah, gotta work.
Basically to iron it. But yeah, you can do this with an iron too. The problem with irons is that a lot of them are steam, and you can't use a steam iron with it.
Yeah.
Or you can't use it with the steam turned on. You need to make sure the steam is turned off, and the holes that the steam comes out of could cause issues too. So you want to be careful with that. So I know you guys are just basically sitting over there having a good time, just watching us doing all the things. Ryan said he ripped it good. Guess he's the one that did the fart thing. Yeah, Elizabeth said just turn off the steam. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so it is now 6:30 almost. So I have a question because I think Dawn is in the chat. Is Dawn going live today? I mean, I'm painting where it's usually her painting.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she's going live or not tonight. But I need to know at some point so I can add the redirect on YouTube. Okay, so Elizabeth says you just have to keep it moving. Usually you want to, with most of what we're doing, we're trying not to move the press at all. And that's because it can ghost it. But I see what she's talking about too, because if you have the steam part on there, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get a good press because of the holes being where you want to press it well. Otherwise, you're going to have those little holes. Okay, so Dawn says she's going to try to go live.
Okay, mine's ready. So,
Fabulous. I am going to bring you up center stage. As long as I can hit the button. Guest, solo, and then switch it to you because, yeah, there we go.
So now what I'm doing is my heat press is just on top of my thing. 385 for 40 seconds. And it counts down and it does all the things for you, so you don't have to do it. And I'm just applying like a medium pressure. And we got 10 seconds left.
Yay. I can't wait to see how yours turns out.
I know. I'm excited. Okay. Now.
Okay, sneak peek.
Yep.
Sneak peek.
You never
I didn't
want to
notice
pull
if
it all
you
the way
taped
up.
it. Do you have the tape? I don't know if you've got the tape, because that's one thing they always recommend too, is to use the heat resistant tape to hold it in place so it doesn't shift.
I do.
You probably didn't need it on that one, but I'd say take a
No.
look and let's see.
Is everybody ready?
I am. So just,
I tricked you.
yes, you did. You need to just lift up to the edge and let us see before you move anything. Make sure it pressed the way you want it. Oh, it might be able to use a little bit more, but I still think that looks good. It's up to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that. Oh, and see, this is what we're talking about with the ink.
Yep.
Because the image is there. So had I not had this over the image, that would all be on my plate. And it could transfer to other things if I ever forget to put a piece of paper down.
Yeah, we don't want that.
So that I can't use anymore. It's done. Ew.
So Mary is pretending to be the expert because she says she's never done it before, but she's done enough of research so she knows what she's doing.
Yes.
Hi, Yvette. Welcome, welcome. So you did not move it and you're wanting to repress it. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. So I'm going to do another 40 seconds.
And when she's done with that, before she shows you guys, I'm going to flip it back over to just her.
Nine, 8,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And you always lift it straight up?
Yeah, if you slide it, you're liable to, you're liable to get ghosting. I've gotten ghosting even when I wasn't. Yeah, sometimes you're going to get ghosting. It happens.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
We have it all on you, babe. Aw.
Are you ready?
Pastel unicorn. What do you guys think?
And that's the inside. So yeah, that's my unicorn. This is my logo. So that actually turned out pretty good. So I can do my my little tote bag, but I'm gonna do my car coaster first.
Fabulous.
So pretty. The color of the blue is almost the exact right color. The pink's bright, but that's okay. The
Yeah,
purple's-
Ryan says he likes it.
Thank you, Ryan. I like it too.
Yeah, I tried to soften up the colors on here. So instead of being red, I'm trying to do it pink and light blue for mine. But I don't know for sure if it's going to be quite enough. You know what I mean? because I don't know. I should have brought out my mixing chart and I forgot to, and I've got it laminated. So I've got it.
Just want to make sure. This is going to be good. So I'm just cutting off the bottom of this because obviously I can't use the other, and I'm not going to waste because I can't do that.
Yep. And I keep on turning my paper so I can actually paint. I can't go yeah. I'm not good at going from the opposite side. I try sometimes, but not really good because I'm not going to be able to see it, and I'm going to paint where I don't want to paint.
This I'm going to tape down.
And you're using the heat resistant tape, not Scotch tape, right? Okay, good.
Yeah. No, I'm going to use Scotch tape.
Yeah, it doesn't work well. I mean, you can try it, but I would not recommend that. I have no idea how that's going to turn out. Yeah, this will be a good experiment to see.
No, this is heat resistant tape.
Okay, so you were just joshing me, huh?
Yeah.
You said you were going to use Scotch tape. It's like, okay, if you say so.
Yeah. It's just because it's so tiny.
Yeah.
Okay. No, this is the Cricut heat tape.
Okay, that's good.
It does kind of look like Scotch tape, but it's blue. Okay.
Yeah, mine's going to be green. Okay, one thing about the paints is I've still got plenty of paint left that I can use, so I'm going to just basically you can let it dry and then add more paint to it later and it'll reconstitute it, so you're good. I've actually seen people do like watercolor with it too, so I might do that on a future project since I've already got the colors mixed, especially if it turns out that I like the colors. Okay, so get that out of the way. And I'm also going to look up and see. This one said, what did it say? It said that it was. Okay, for keychains. These are not keychains. Da da da. The tassels come in random colors, but this says 180 to 190 degrees. And that there is a protective film on there. So what I was thinking looked like a protective film was actually a protective film, and I did not take it off. So that's something I have to color that some more, but I'm also wanting to go ahead and heat up my heat press because I'm going to just do these guys, I think, with markers. The rest of it's going to be with markers, and then there we go. And then it'll be ready for me to heat. Okay, that looks better. I was thinking it didn't really look quite right. It's also double-sided, so I'm going to leave the protective stuff on the back, and I'll probably do that one later. I could always, if I can figure out how to do it well, I can always do my name on the back. But the problem with that is that, yeah, I can't write backwards. Like what Mary was talking about. It is definitely difficult to do that. And I realized that I didn't get in the center of this key either. Okay. So the pink still needs to dry. The blue is mostly dry. So now I can color with the markers on the blue keychain. Or the blue, I think they're bookmarks. I mean, these could be keychains. It'd just be a long, that's kind of long for a keychain. But it kind of makes sense it'd be a keychain because I got keys on it, right? That's kind of neat. I didn't even think about that. Okay.
So it says 60 seconds on 385.
Okay.
So let's give it a go. Okay. I guess I didn't need the big guns for this, but it's heated up. It's what we're going with.
Absolutely. Well, I've got my Easy Press, which is I think yours might be the bigger one.
Yeah.
But then I've also got that big heat press, the clamshell kind of thing.
Yeah, I have this and I have the mini. So
okay, so this apparently the temperature only goes down to 210. I did not know that.
Oh.
On my Cricut Easy Press. That's interesting.
This is 385 for 60 seconds.
Oh, that's because I was looking at this wrong. I was looking at 180, 190 degrees, and it's Celsius. No, it needs to go to 356 to 374 Fahrenheit.
Yes.
So, yeah, I need to change the temperature on here.
Firebend it. I'm a little crazy firebending.
You're firebending?
Yep. In Fortnite.
Yeah. I like all of those. It's like, have you collected like all 4 of them and used them all at the same time?
I've collected 3 at a time.
Yeah, and then people don't know what to think when you're bombarding them with one, and then you switch to something else. They don't know what to do.
Ooh, she pretty. Okay.
So okay, you're done. You're done. So I need to bring you up so we can see. We can see.
Hey.
Okay, you're up.
Anyways, as you can see, we no use anymore. But now
you ready, guys? You ready? You ready?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, boom!
Yay!
She's so cute.
That is cute. Good job.
Yeah. She's cute. That'll look nice in my car.
Yep. I know, I'm taking too long, guys. And part of that's because I am coloring the whole thing.
Ryan wanted me to bring it closer, so.
Okay, let me bring you back up. There we go.
And then the bag.
Yay.
All right. turned out
And I
nice.
am asking Mary, I'm sure she'll do it, but I'm asking that after we're all done, that she send me some pictures and then I will get them posted everywhere for you guys. So you
Yes.
can get a good look at what she did.
I made a light bulb.
Yeah, and sometimes video isn't always as clear as we would like, so you'll get a really nice, pretty picture. Sometimes we always try to get really good on video, but
Yeah.
the pictures usually show a little bit better what we did. So fabulous.
Oh, and how appropriate. Somehow a piece of glitter got on there. Not surprising around here. Thank you, Maureen. If I'm in the picture, it will be really pretty. Oh, thanks, ECR. I appreciate it. Oh, what did Susan say? I think it's coffee time. 3 times I've been trying to figure out why my glue isn't coming out. The pin was still in it.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm sorry, Susan. Oh, haven't we all done something like that, though? Like, seriously.
Yeah, of course. You guys catch me doing stuff like that every week. I mean, come on.
Coffee.
I like
Coffee.
that keyhole thing.
Yeah, I like this. I haven't decided what other color to go in there with. I don't really want to do blue in the center there, but
Yeah.
I could just leave it white. It doesn't have to be fully colored.
I think what I'll do is for the other ones, I'm going to find a stamp I really like
Yeah.
and stamp it with the ink and then color that in. But this is just showing you that you can put almost anything you want
Oh,
on
absolutely.
a polyester blend blank. And
Absolutely.
there's blanks for everything.
Yeah, you can print stuff out like what you did and draw it over. You can use your scan and cut or other cutting machine if it has a drawing feature, and you can actually have it draw out everything using these markers. These work in the Cricut Joy and they work in my scan and cut. I've done it in both to be able to do all the drawing and everything.
Yeah,
And that makes it so, especially if you're doing something and you're needing to do words and you need to do it mirrored.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I could have done this in my Cricut.
Mhm.
My
You could have had it draw it out for you using the markers. It
And I
definitely
might
saves
do that
time.
for my
And
bag.
yeah,
And
I
then
didn't,
color it in.
I forgot that I had actually done, I had forgotten that I had discovered I could do that on my scan and cut, because I've used the foil quill on there and done the fill on the scan and cut, and it does okay with the fill, except you can see all the lines. With a marker, it looks perfect. So you can actually have it do everything. You have a design that's got it's got a fill already on there, and you could have it outline it in one color and color it in something else, and yeah, it's fabulous. Okay, I think mine are pretty much dry. I'm gonna cut them apart. Especially since it's almost time for dawn. Okay, so this is that the
Brian's going to send me a picture of him in a unicorn costume to go with my pictures.
I think I've seen that unicorn costume.
I think so too. But I love
did you see this, Mary?
I need that.
I think I have a couple of spares. So next time I send you a package, I'll have to put it in there for you. It doesn't really weigh much, but it's just like, yeah.
I need to talk to you about ordering one. So
Okay. So yeah, this was actually from the Dollar Tree. So I've got that and I've got some flamingos. Okay, so Dawn is going to go live. She's just said to take her time, that she is going to go set up. So guys, we're not done yet. So yeah, that means you're going to have more crafty goodness coming up because Miss Dawn is going to be live too. So yay. So I am putting tape on here, plenty of tape on there to make sure that it does not move. I'm going to do these just one at a time.
I'm the
I'm going
next
to cut that in half.
for my tote. I am going to put. I'm going to do it. I'll have to make it an SVG. No.
What do you
I'm
want
gonna
to do?
figure it out. No, because I was going to see about getting Cricut to color.
Yeah, the Cricut doesn't do really good. Well, it may. I'm going to have to try it out on my Joy. I really am. I know that the Scan and Cut does it well, and I think it does it better than the Joy will. It really depends on how it works when it comes to fill. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, last year's Cricut Card Summit or Cricut Joy Summit, whatever it was, something that Jennifer Maker did last year at one of the Cricut Summits was where she used, she created a file to do the etching on something, to be able to do that fill part.
Yeah.
So it may or may not work. Okay, so we had another thing in here. So Peggy's Profitable Pieces. I used the Cricut infusible ink pens and freehand pens at my craft fairs. The children love to freehand draw and to be put on a mug. Yes, that actually sounds like that would be a really fun birthday party thing too. Have the kids playing with the Artesprix inks, the paints and or the markers, and draw stuff, and mom or dad do the pressing. Okay, I don't know what the time on this is supposed to be, so let me see if I can find something similar. It might be something I could find on the Artesprix one. We've got a cheat sheet for lots of different types of products, the different blanks that they offer, and what the temperature and time should be. So I know that this is supposed to be like 385. So let me see if I've got something similar. So wine stopper, nope. Tumbler, nope. Bandana, nope. Could be like the bag tag, which is maple, and that's at 75 seconds. So I'm going to go with that. I do have it at a lower temperature than what that one takes. But usually it's always best if you can have, I need this. It's always best if you can have the actual manufacturer of the blank tell you what you're supposed to do on it. This one just doesn't happen to have that. So I'm getting out my protective paper. And this is a siliconized paper. And I don't like to waste any of it. So what I'm doing is I'm basically making myself a taco. I think it's big enough. And I just decided I need one more piece of tape over here at the top. And then, nope, I actually need more than that. Well, darn it. I can't remember the last time I actually used 2 pieces of paper for one. I always do like one and fold it in half. And somebody wound up calling it a taco at one point, and I'm calling it a taco now. I don't do a sandwich, I do a taco.
Yes.
Hey, Supreme, welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm going to bring mine up. Okay, so I've got, and I already did something wrong. Okay, you do not put it with the design down. You do it with the design up. So bottom bun, hamburger, cheese, top bun. So it's like a hamburger. And then if I can get the paper, this thing is not wanting to stay straight. Come on. Don't want it to roll up. There we go. That'll work. So now I'm going to press it. And I'm holding it on there. I'm actually balancing it on there. It's high enough that I felt it wobble a little bit because this bookmark thing it's wood. It's not going to be pressed in. It's not smushy. Yeah, smushy is a technical term.
Yep. Oh. I'm not doing that right now.
And hopefully this is the right time on it. And we're just going to do a sneak peek and see if the blue color comes through well enough. If it doesn't, then I will repress it. Down to 4 seconds.
Ooh.
Okay, there we go. Okay, let's take a look. Ooh, do you see that? See that blue? It's not as light as what I did mix it with white. I did mix it with the lightening agent, but it didn't lighten it a lot. And it doesn't look like I got anything on that piece of tape, which is nice. And because it's paint, it kind of has a little bit of a different look. You can see where I painted and where I didn't. And I think this part I just got heavier handed. And I didn't go all the way to the top, so we got a little bit of white up there. But I think that is pretty.
That's very pretty. I like it.
Okay, so now I've got one more to go.
It was nice keeping the white in.
Yeah, I think that looks good. And it is hot. Hot. And I don't have my gloves on. I was bad.
Safety first.
Pull out another one of these. Well, here's something that it's kind of funny that I think it was Ashley said at Creativation. She said something about that if you've ever worked in a restaurant, you probably don't need your gloves, but everybody else make sure you wear them.
Yeah.
Because if you worked in a restaurant, you put your hands in hot stuff all the time because, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that is off of there. And now we're going to do the same thing with this one. And I'm looking at my tape and I don't see any, it doesn't look like anything transferred onto the tape. So sometimes, not always, most of the time you can't, but sometimes you can reuse the tape as long as it doesn't have any ink on it. And I'm double checking against the white of my, my craft mat. So sometimes you can reuse it. Most of the time I can't. Lego. Okay. So as soon as I get done pressing this one and we take a look at that, I don't think Mary's doing another one at the moment. No. I think we're going to be pretty much done because it is 6 o'clock and we want to give Miss Dawn her time. But I did have some ink show up on this one, so that's going in the trash. I need to cut another piece. And then we flip it back over because we need to have the design facing the heat. And we're going to go again. And it's just 45 seconds. I know this is the boring part, guys, because I don't really know. What do I say as I'm counting down? I could just count down. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Yeah. Yeah, I think I am probably going to write my name on the back of these guys. See that? It's turned out fuchsia. Look at that. It's not red, but it is a not purple either, but it is a bright pinkish red color. That's cool.
I do like it though. It looks good with the yellow, gold, whatever.
That was the thought. I didn't have a gold pen because you're not going to have a metallic. It just doesn't happen. But I think these turned out pretty cool. So Mary is going to send me some pictures, right, Miss Mary?
Yep.
Of the things that she made, and I will get those all posted up on all of my social media. Plus, she's going to be posting it on her social media, I'm sure. So you guys will get to see all of those. And I know that Dawn is starting
Hashtag
soon, so let me go ahead and
Artesprix.
see. Huh?
Hashtag Artesprix.
Absolutely. This video does have the hashtag Artesprix down in there. There's also an affiliate link down below for you guys if you're interested in giving it a try. I'd recommend, if you're wanting to give it a try, go with the starter box. That way you get all the stuff that you need to create some things. Plus you get 6 blanks. Yeah, you get some good blanks in there. Okay, let me look and see if Dawn is live yet. Actually, I forgot. I have a button for that, I think. I haven't used it in a bit. Where'd I put it? I don't remember. I'm waiting for it to gather things. Doesn't say that she's live yet, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and look at her channel. So she's probably not live yet, but she will be in a minute. And I need to get the link to her video anyway. So Mary needs to talk to you people and while I'm doing other things. I do appreciate all you guys coming and hanging out with us. This was fun.
Yeah. I'm glad I got to try this.
And you
it
did
turned out
wonderfully.
really nice.
You really
Yeah.
did.
I like it. So now my heat press is still hot, so I'll probably let that cool overnight before but yeah, I like how this turned out. Just trying to
Okay,
think if I had.
there we go. It is scheduled. I don't know why it was not showing up on my redirect stuff. But she is live now. Another scrap bin. Let's clean it out. So that is what she is doing tonight. So if you guys are ready, we're going to go ahead and head over. We're going to head over to her channel on YouTube. Let me mute that because I can't hear what I'm saying. We're going to head over to Dawn's channel on YouTube and see what she's doing with reorganizing some stuff. And I will probably stay on to Twitch for a minute and we'll find somebody to raid over there as well. You guys have a wonderful night.
Just went on.
So Mary, do you want to say something else to the folks?
Thank you for coming out and supporting us. And if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, share, and
Absolutely.
as it says right here, Mary's Crafty Creation. So if I amused
I
you at
think
all,
I have a button for that.
Follow
Where did I
me.
put those buttons? Where did I put that? I know I've got it. I did this like 2 weeks ago. Where did I put it?
push
I
the
had-
button.
I don't remember where I put it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right here. Did you move everything around on your stream deck?
No, it just means that I haven't looked at my stream deck.
Okay.
Oh, where did I put that? I had set up some. There we go. It's under ads and segments. So here we go. Is it going to? Oh, I don't have that thing turned on. Let me turn that on. Okay. There we go. So that's Dawn's channel in case you get lost. And why is it not? Okay, it's on one thing. It's okay. It's not on the other. Then there's Elizabeth, and here's Ms. Mary. So it's up on the screen, so you guys can check out Mary's channel just by looking at that QR code. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to put up Miss Dawn's again, and then we're going to do the say goodbye thing. I am going to stay on for Twitch for another minute or so that we can find somebody to raid over there. Bye, Miss Elizabeth. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. And I will see you guys over on Dawn's channel, at least for a little bit, because, you know, it's getting closer to dinner time. So anyway, I will see you guys in a bit. There's Miss Dawn's channel listed up there, and now I can hit the button to do the thank you and goodbye. I have to switch the buttons. It's like I've got the buttons. It's faster than it used to be, but it does still take a little bit. So love you guys. Thank you so much.